What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Mortalis Brewing Company, and they're out of Avon, New York, and this is their Orange Creme Savers Swirl. So they're calling this one a sour ale brewed with orange, coconut, and cream. It comes in at 7% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review. This can is exactly 9 days old. So it's been a while since I've reviewed anything from Mortalis on the channel, around 6 months. And to be honest with you, over the past couple months, I haven't been reviewing a lot of like heavily fruited sours, whether they're smoothie sours or pastry sours. And there's two reasons for that. Number one, I've realized that I typically don't want an entire can of something like this. I'm cool with like 4 to 8 ounces of it, right? Because halfway through the can, it starts becoming a little bit too sweet and cloying. And not for everyone, but for most of them. And then the second thing is, over the past couple months, I've been trying to be a bit healthier. I'm down 14 pounds in the last 2 months, so I'm pretty happy about that. But, these can range anywhere from like 400 to 800 calories, depending on what it is. And it's like, when you realize that you're drinking like, a third to half of your calorie intake per day on a beer like this, it's like, well, let's slow it back. So going forward, I'm probably going to review a couple, heavily fruited sour beers per month, maybe anywhere between like 2 to 4, but definitely just a couple at the very least. I used to review at least like one a week, so we're not going to do that as much, but I had to grab this one because I love Orange Creme Savers. And how do I prove it? Well, I had some in the cupboard. Orange Creme Savers. I loved these for many years. They took them away like, 10, 12 years ago, and they brought them back in 2021. And then I realized at Big Lots, they actually have the strawberry and orange, and recently I saw the vanilla one. Now, I don't eat a lot of them, but, I'll typically have a bag on hand, maybe have, one here and there. And I prefer the strawberry one, but the orange one's delicious. So when I saw that Mortalis released this, I'm like, dude, we got to try. So here we are. Now, it does say orange, coconut, and cream, but on their Instagram page and on tap, they also say tangerine and sorbet is also included here. I don't know why they didn't include it on the can, so I don't know if that's the case or not. But anyway, at the end, I'm going to try the Orange Creme Saver to see, did they replicate an Orange Creme Saver in, heavily fruited smoothie sour form? We'll see. Anyway, you know how these are going to look. This is going to look like straight up a fruit smoothie because that's how these roll. And we're going to pour this into the glass here. And I've allocated enough for up to about 600 calories. So hopefully this is not more than 600 calories. But if it is, we'll have to make do. So there you go. Poured in. And I really, really just love the label of this. Like, it's so simplistic. And when you compare it to the Orange Creme Saver, it's not quite, it's a little bit more like a pinkish kind of like cream color, where this is just straight on orange, but maybe they didn't want to go exactly to that level. So pretty cool, honestly. Anyway, yeah, that looks like some kind of crazy orange smoothie. Like, that looks like an Orange Julius. That's what that is right there. You can't see through it, super murky and turbid. It has that beautiful dull orange color. You can see the pectin and everything. All the fruit puree at the top has a frothy kind of head to it, almost looking like hot chocolate. Exactly what I expect out of a beer like this. Let's get nose. Yeah, it smells like an Orange Julius. It smells like fresh orange juice with some kind of like vanilla ice cream or something. It smells fucking divine. Does it smell like an Orange Creme Saver? Not exactly. Oh my God. And here's the thing. Listen, I know at this point, these are beers. We can have the discussion. Is that beer? Is it not? And I've said I wasn't going to talk about it every single time we do a review. To me, the discussion doesn't matter because I don't drink a lot of these, again, as much anymore. But it doesn't matter if it's not a beer or not. Is it a beverage you like? That's all that matters, right? But there is no way this smells like a beer. This smells like an Orange Julius. Like, that's what it smells like. Yeah, it's an Orange Julius. It's orange juice. There's vanilla. It smells creamy. It smells awesome. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. It's delicious. And the aftertaste tastes like a fucking Orange Creme Saver, which we'll see momentarily. But it does. It has that candied orange, vanilla, sweet confectionery thing going on. It's not crazy sweet. And don't get me wrong, it's fucking sweet. Like, I don't think anybody would look at a beer like this, see me drink it, know what it is, know what the ingredients are, be like, are you kidding me? Like, of course it's sweet. Yes, it's sweet, but This would replace a dessert for many people. It's fucking awesome. They did a strawberry version of this, which I missed out on, which I'm kind of bummed out. So if they re-release the strawberry one, I'm definitely gonna grab that. And I have a bag of it in the fridge, or in the cupboard. So I'm gonna maybe save a couple of them just in case. Body on this one, it's thick. It's a smoothie, right? So it's like full bodied. It's just thick, syrupy. Not even syrupy, it's just thick. Yeah, maybe not. It's like medium full. It's not crazy thick and syrupy, but it's there. The mouthfeel, it's soft, it's smooth, it's creamy. It's exactly what you expect from beer like this. It has, mild carbonation. Exactly what you want. The taste, there's a lot of orange juice. There's a lot of sweet orange. There's a lot of acidic orange. This is orange for days, kind of what you expect. The coconut, I thought I would maybe get it a little bit more in the taste, and I'm glad I didn't because you don't really get it in Orange Creme Saver. I think the coconut might add something else, maybe body-wise or maybe mouthfeel-wise, or maybe just something to kind of break up the monotony of like the orange and the cream. But you definitely get an orange tangerine kind of like citrus tone to it. I'd say more orange juice than anything. And that's predominant. That's all the way on the palate. It's orange everywhere. The vanilla kind of hits, and the creamy sensation and the orange cream character hits on the back of the palate. And the last, like, maybe quarter of the palate into the finish is where you notice that orange cream saver like vibe. Fucking really cool how it happens too. Is it sweet? Yes. Is it sickly sweet? I don't think it's sickly sweet. Will it be cloying? We'll say this, about halfway through this can, maybe 2/3 of the way through the can, I'll probably be like, I don't want to drink the rest of this. I am probably going to see if my pops wants any of this. He used to love fruited sours and smoothie sours and stuff, but he's not as big of a fan, especially because of the acidity and like the chance that this is going to cause heartburn, which it probably will for me, cause acid reflux at some point. But this is fucking delicious. Now, as far as what they went for, this is close to 5. This is like a 4.9 out of 5. Like, they came pretty close to replicating an orange cream saver in fruited sour form. Personal preference, though, I'm going to knock it down a little bit because of the sweetness and the richness and the fact that drinking an entire can is a problem. But, like, for what they're going for here, Orange Creme Savers Swirl from Mortalis, like, this is a low 4.75. It's a 4.7. Like, it is. And I love the can art. I need to try the strawberry one. But, like, if you like Orange Creme Savers and you love fucking heavily fruited sours, like, get this beer. Like, get it. It's worth it. We're going to I'm going to pop open the Cream Saver momentarily. Price and availability, $25 for 4-pack at the brewery. I picked this up locally, about 20 minutes away in Lewiston, New York at Brewed and Bottled craft beer shop. Chris, the owner there, awesome dude. Shout out to him. But he occasionally makes treks to Mortalis, which is about an hour 20, hour 30. It's like anywhere between like 75 to 90 minutes, depending on traffic. In Avon, he goes there, picks up their stuff, brings it back. He charges a premium for it, which I'm okay with because he just drove, pretty much 3 hours round trip, 245, 3 hours, whatever that costs in gas, coming back. If I think I paid $30 for a 4-pack of this. So the fact that I'm paying $7.50 a can instead of $6 a can, that's fine by me because I didn't have to go to Avon, drive out there and spend gas money. And I'm fine with it. Plus, I'm supporting somebody local. So I'm fine with it. But $25 a 4-pack at the brewery. If this shows up in your neck of the woods and you're outside of New York, you're probably paying, $8 to $10 a can because it's crazy. But I would probably pay up to $8 a can to try this. That's probably where I paid $7.50 for it, so I'm fine. Availability, I mean, you tell me. So if you see this in your neck of the woods and you're outside of New York State, let me know. Because Mortalis doesn't get a lot of distro here in the Western New York area. They basically are at the brewery, a couple, seldom spots. Again, Chris goes down there and gets their stuff. Outside of that, they're just not hanging out on shelves. So, anyway, let's crack open the Cream Saver. First, a little palate cleansing. So what I'm going to do is crack this open and suck on it for a couple seconds. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I just want to see. All right, so first thing you notice in here, compared to this beer, the orange has that candied, artificial orange kind of character. But what you can tell is the cream aspect, the vanilla, the candy itself is more pronounced. So the candy is more vanilla with an orange accent, where I think the beer is more of orange with a vanilla accent. I'm going to tuck this up my lip and take a sip and see how it pairs with it. I'm not saying go crazy and bust out an orange cream saver that's probably like 40, 50 calories and pair it with this. But works well. I'm going to leave it like now my tongue now as I take a sip. So, as far as like an orange cream saver goes, did they nail it? No. It's tough to nail it as straight candy or anything you're really going for. But this is the closest I've ever seen. I've had a bunch of orange creamsicle beers and just orange beers in general. This is where it's at when it comes to a fruited sour. So 4.7 out of 5, it's delicious. If you can get it, grab it. 7% hides the alcohol extremely well. I don't feel it. There's no acidity on the palate. You don't even know you're drinking beer because maybe there is a 7% in here, right? All right. Anyway, there's not much more to say. This is fun. These beers are fun, which is why I'm going to still review them at least a couple times per month. I have one other beer that I picked up from them. Their Mind Flayer, which was like their 4th anniversary, big fruited sour. It has like Alfonso mangoes and a bunch of other stuff. So that'll be something I review by the end of the month. But like between them, 450 North, Froth, Drecker, we're going to, cool it a little bit and do just a couple times per month. But I still like these. It's just in very minor amounts, like a couple times a month. Anyway, if you've had this one before, again, post in the comment section. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Till the next one. Cheers.